She walked away, and you think she doesn't care. You see her posting pictures, smiling, moving on, and it feels like she's happier without you. And that's the hardest part, isn't it? Thinking she never looked back. Thinking you were just another chapter in her life. Thinking she replaced you, like you meant nothing. You ask yourself, does she ever think about me? Does she miss me? Will she ever regret leaving? And let me tell you something that most men never realize. She will, but not in the way you think. Most men make the mistake of chasing a woman after a breakup. They beg, they plead, they try to prove their worth. They send long messages, hoping for closure. But let me tell you the truth. The real way to make a woman regret leaving you is the exact opposite of what you think. It's not in the texts. It's not in the fights. It's not in trying to prove anything. It's in silence. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Let me paint a picture for you. There's a guy named Ryan. Ryan was in love with his girlfriend, Emily. She was his everything. They had fun together. They shared dreams. They had late-night talks about their future. He did everything right, or at least that's what he thought. He was always there for her. He always texted back. He always made sure she knew how much he cared. And yet, one day, out of nowhere, she told him, "I just don't feel the same anymore." And that was it. She was gone. At first, Ryan didn't believe it. Maybe she just needs space. Maybe she's just confused. Maybe if I show her how much I love her, she'll come back. So he did what most men do. He texted. He called. He wrote long messages, trying to remind her of the good times. He asked why. And every time she replied, it felt colder, like she didn't care anymore. A few weeks later, he saw her with another guy, laughing, moving on. And that's when the real pain started. That's when he couldn't sleep. That's when he started checking her social media every night. And he kept wondering, did she ever love me? Was I that easy to replace? Is she really happier without me? But little did Ryan know, the real secret to making her regret leaving wasn't in chasing her, it was in disappearing. And when he finally realized that, it changed everything. Most men think that when a woman leaves, she instantly regrets it. But here's the truth. Women don't regret leaving immediately. They go through stages of emotional detachment, and understanding these stages is the key to making her regret leaving you. The 5 psychological stages a woman goes through after leaving you. Stage 1, relief and justification. The moment she leaves, she feels a sense of relief. She tells herself, "I made the right choice." She convinces herself that she was unhappy, that you weren't the right one, and that her life will be better without you. At this stage, she is not thinking about you. She is focused on the freedom she now has. She starts doing things she felt restricted from doing in the relationship. Going out more, spending time with new people, maybe even entertaining new attention. But this is a temporary high. Stage 2, the comparison phase. After a few weeks or months, reality starts to hit. She begins comparing every man she meets to you, consciously or subconsciously. If you were a good man, if you were loyal, caring, and stable, she will start to notice that not every man is like that. She might go on dates, enjoy conversations, but then she sees the difference. Other men aren't making her feel the same way. The deep emotional bond you both had, she starts missing that. And if you were a man of value, her mind starts whispering, "Did I make a mistake?" Stage 3, the social pressure phase. This is where things get really interesting. Her friends, her family, and even social media start playing a role in her emotions. If she left you thinking she could easily find someone better, but now she sees that her life isn't as great as she expected, she starts feeling pressure. She sees her friends in happy relationships. She sees people talking about good men being rare. And suddenly she's not so sure about her decision anymore. Stage 4, the silent regret. This is when regret truly begins to creep in. She starts remembering the good moments, the times you made her laugh, the little things you did that no one else does. She won't admit it yet, not to herself and definitely not to you, but inside she feels it. This is when she starts checking your social media, looking at old photos, listening to songs that remind her of you. She might even start testing you, A random text, an accidental like, or asking mutual friends about you. Stage 5. The deep regret and realization. This is the final stage, and it only happens if you handle things correctly. She realizes that the version of you she left behind is not the same version of you now. She sees that you leveled up, that you didn't chase, that you didn't beg. Instead, you focused on yourself, your goals, your confidence. And that's when the pain hits her the hardest, because now, it's too late. She wants you back, but she knows she doesn't deserve you anymore. This is the psychology of regret. And now, let me show you how to make sure this happens every single time. There are 4 unbreakable rules, and if you follow them, she will feel that regret sooner than you think. Rule 1. The total disappearance strategy. The biggest mistake men make after a breakup. They stay available. They keep texting. They keep checking her social media. They respond whenever she reaches out. This is the worst thing you can do. If you want her to regret losing you, you must disappear completely. No calls, no texts, no reactions to her posts, not even indirect messages. This does 2 things. It creates mystery. She starts wondering, why isn't he chasing me? It gives her time to feel your absence. If you keep reaching out, she never gets the chance to miss you. And the moment she starts missing you, that's when regret begins. Rule 2. Transform into a man she can't replace. Now this is where most men fail. They sit around waiting for her to come back. But the secret is this: you have to become a completely new man. Upgrade your appearance, hit the gym, change your style, look your absolute best. Upgrade your mindset. Stop thinking about her and start focusing on yourself. Upgrade your life. Start making moves in your career, social life, and finances. Women regret losing a man when they see he became something greater after she left. If she sees you looking better, living better, and being happier without her, that regret will burn deep inside her. Rule 3. The power of social proof. Women are highly influenced by what others think about you. If she sees other women giving you attention, if she hears people talking about your success, if she notices that you're admired by others, her regret will hit even harder. This doesn't mean you have to date someone else immediately, but it means you should be seen enjoying life, being confident, and attracting attention. Let her realize that you are a man of value. Rule 4. The indirect comeback. At some point, she will test the waters. She might text you like an old post or bring up an excuse to talk. This is where you must play it right. Do not act desperate. Do not instantly respond. Instead, be calm, collected, and confident, as if she doesn't affect you anymore. This makes her wonder, did I really lose him forever? And that thought, that's what creates the deepest regret. Men who understand female psychology never beg for a woman to come back. They become so powerful, so attractive, and so unshakable that the woman regrets ever letting them go. She realizes that while she was busy searching for someone better, she lost the best she ever had. And that is how you make her regret leaving you. Let me tell you something most men never understand. A breakup is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of a transformation that can make you the most powerful version of yourself. Right now, you might feel lost. You might feel like you weren't good enough. You might feel like she took away a part of you, but let me ask you, who were you before you met her? Think back. Before she came into your life, you had dreams, ambitions, and goals. Before she made you feel like you weren't enough, you were a man with potential. And now you have a choice. You can let this pain break you, or you can let it build you. The truth about why she left, she didn't leave you because you weren't good enough. She didn't leave you because you weren't attractive. She left because at some point she stopped feeling something for you. And women don't regret losing weak men. They regret losing strong men, men who are unshakable, undeniable, and unstoppable. And that's exactly what you're about to become. The power of walking away, the biggest mistake men make, they cling, they beg, they lose themselves in the process of chasing her. But what if I told you that the most attractive, powerful move you can make is to walk away with your head high? Nothing burns deeper in a woman's heart than the thought that she lost a man who refuses to be broken. When she sees you rise above the pain, when she realizes that you don't need her validation, that's when the regret hits her hardest. Because deep down, every woman wants a man who is rare, a man who is so self-assured, so confident, so driven that losing him feels like losing something irreplaceable. The ultimate revenge in your success. You don't get revenge by hurting her. You don't get revenge by making her jealous. You get revenge by becoming so successful, so powerful, so attractive that she realizes she was the one who lost something special. Imagine this. You're in the best shape of your life. Your finances are thriving. Your confidence is at an all-time high. You walk into a room and people notice. Now imagine she sees you. Not the broken version of you. Not the man who begged for her attention, but the new you. The man who is too busy winning to care about the past. At that moment, she realizes the truth. She didn't break you, she made you stronger. And never give anyone that power again. This isn't just about making her regret leaving you. This is about making sure that no one, ever again, has the power to break you. From this day forward, you will never be the man who waits for someone else to decide your worth. From this moment on, you decide who you become. This pain you feel, it's temporary. But the power you gain from it, that lasts forever. And one day when you look back, you'll realize she didn't leave you. She freed you to become the man you were always meant to be. If this hit you deep, hit the like button right now. Make her feel cry. Make her feel like this is the biggest mistake of her life. Make her feel like that she will never date or marry any guy. She will always think you till her death. If you want revenge, then take it. But take the revenge in such a way that no women can do it again. Make them think 1,000 times before doing this. And if you're serious about becoming the best version of yourself, subscribe. Because this is where men turn pain into power. And remember, she lost you, not the other way around.